I know you have been trying to do something, but you haven't done it for some reason. You want to build something and you know exactly what it takes. You know exactly what to do, but you don't do it. And if you did it for a while, you quit after a couple of weeks of starting just because you didn't get early results. That means that your current self is someone who needs constant output, constant evidence of results to keep working. But the key to success is to stay consistent. The goal is not to work hard, it's to become someone who can't stop working. When you become so consistent that nothing matters but you just work every day, no matter what, there is no chance you don't get your dreams. Because consistency is key. It's the thing that will allow you to develop all the skills you need and then build your dreams. But how do you develop that consistency to develop all the other skills? Well, you have to brainwash yourself and become a brand new person. You have to brainwash and be delusional enough to believe you are a brand new person. Someone who is extremely consistent. When you believe that you are that kind of person, you will be that kind of person. Because everything starts with your belief system. Everything you believe about yourself it's what you manifest. It describes the way you behave later. So let me just tell you how you can change your brain by brainwashing it and become someone who can't stop working. So you have a brain, and your brain basically creates a model of reality that helps the brain design your behavior and spend lower amounts of energy than it would cost if you didn't have the model. A model is a simplification of reality. And why does your brain simplify reality? That's because reality is a complex phenomenon. It has infinite variables which are dynamic, and you cannot contemplate all of them in one single instant and design your behavior. That would be impossible. Now, how does your brain create a model of reality? That's by storing memories and creating beliefs. So basically, you have a set of memories, things you experienced in the past and things that you have imagined sometime. And also, you have a set of beliefs. That's your belief system. This model of reality can be divided into two groups: your identity and your environment. Your identity is who you think you are. It's like your personality. And you have a behavior that is conditioned by this belief. So you act this way. If you believe you are undisciplined, you will be undisciplined. If you believe you are funny, you will be funny. And the list goes on. And what you believe about your environment is important as well. Because if you think money is scarce or abundant, that's just a belief. Money is not scarce or abundant. There is no true or false about that fact. But what you believe about it will define and determine your behavior. And your behavior will bring you your outcomes. Because your brain uses this set of information to design predictions of the future. And from these predictions, you design your actions. And then your actions bring you your outcomes. The problem is that you believe of yourself, that you don't take action, that you are in preparation mode, you are not ready, you will not make it, you are afraid of failure, and you are not confident, and you believe that all the other people around you are way better than you, and they can make it, and they will make it. But not you. So the goal is to brainwash you to become an elite operator person. You have to become like someone who can't stop working no matter what. We want to brainwash you, literally. And I'm going to teach you how you can do that by yourself. Here's the thing. You have to become aware of this model right here. Your brain basically stores memories and beliefs, and that creates a model of reality that can be divided into two big groups: your identity and your environment. Your identity is who you think you are, and your environment is what you think your environment is like. It's just what you think. It's not true or false. It's just a belief that conditions your behavior. Now, when you become aware of that, you have to become aware of another fact. Your model of reality is not delusional or accurate. It's just a model of reality. And you use that model of reality to behave. So it's just a tool. and you manifest into the physical plane what you believe is true. If you think you are confident, you will act like a confident person, and you will create the outcome of being a confident person. If you believe you are disciplined, your actions will go that way. You will be disciplined. So your outcomes will be the outcomes of a disciplined person. You manifest into reality what you believe is true, not what true or false. You don't manifest what's true or false, because there is no true or like falsehood. So, when you understand that, you have to understand a second thing. Your model of reality will create thoughts. Now, these thoughts will be according to your model of reality. So if you think you are undisciplined, if you think you will fail, if you think you are not smart, all those thoughts will be according to those beliefs. So they will be negative, and you will be anxious, and you will be overthinking about that, and you will be worried and stuff, because they are born from your model of reality. But the thing is, when you become aware of your thoughts and this model of reality, you have to understand that basing on the truth that a model of reality is not delusional or accurate, then your thoughts are not delusional or accurate either. They are not true or false. So you have to become the observer of your thoughts. You have to observe your thoughts from a third person perspective, because that's the way it is. I mean, you are not your identity or your environment or your predictions or your actions. You are a consciousness. You just are. That's it. Like, you just are. That's it. Now, you create an identity and a model of the environment because you need to behave in an automatic way to spend low amounts of energy, because your energy in your human body is finite. But other than that, you are not your identity. It's just a tool to design your behavior in an efficient way. So, if thoughts are not true or false, then every time a thought pops up in your mind that is negative, that makes you anxious, that makes you believe you will not make it, you just discard it. You throw it away. You stop paying attention to it. And when you find a new thought that is positive, that shows you being extremely successful, that shows you being extremely confident, you reinforce it by paying attention to it, by focusing on it. Your energy will make it grow. And when it grows, it starts becoming, little by little, part of your model of reality. So that is literally changing your identity. The second step is embodiment. When you understand that your thoughts are not true or false, so you can just focus on positive thoughts and literally change your lives. You can change your emotions like almost instantly. That's when you can embody your new identity. When you start ignoring negative thoughts, you can start embodying new thoughts that are positive. When you do that, you start literally changing your identity. But to fully change your identity, you have to believe that you are already that new identity. You have to embody like the ideal version of yourself now. You don't need any evidence. You don't need to achieve your goals. You don't need to buy clothes or get new friends or make money or get a new job or study and get a degree. You don't need to do anything. You just need to embody the ideal version of yourself, because that's the person that will bring the outcomes. Not you, not the current identity you have, because if it was that way, you would already have it. So you have to shift and embody the new identity. That's the identity that will bring the outcomes. So this is all it takes. You have to be aware of your thoughts, understand that they are not true or false, and then embody your new identity. That's literally it. So this is a simple video. I hope it helped. And that's how you can brainwash yourself to become a person that can't stop working. That's your goal. You have to be consistent to the point nothing can stop you from working every day, even failure. Like if you fail every day, that means you are learning. You're not failing, you are just learning. Literally, like failure is not real. Failure is just an interpretation of reality, but that's not true or false. That's just an interpretation. So I hope it helped. Thanks for watching. Bye.